Hello, this is Eater11 doing some Reckless commentary for my Reckless tournament match that I play at the very end of the 2-hour segment. I don't have time to explain it, so I'm going to probably explain it in the description later. Alright, so I'm playing a game versus Spheric, who I lost against last time I played in tournaments. Alright, so this is a Chapel board, so I'm going to open Chapel. I'm probably going to open Militia as well, which could be bad, because they could collide, but you know, whatever. Other option is Silver. I am luckily wasting time here by typing something out. Anyways, oh yeah, I forgot to get a new Dominion subscription, so that was rough, so now I'm doing only base cards. Yeah, so I'm obviously going to trash all this, so that's pretty good. I do get Militia here, but that's not the end of the world. I can't click this copper for some reason, and yeah, now they're going to get a laboratory. Still not kind of great, but at least I trashed my stuff. Alright, so I'm going to get silver here, which makes sense, because, you know, I want to do some merchant stuff later, and yeah. Alright, plus I just want to do stuff. Alright, so I trash all this stuff, and yeah, boom. I'm probably gonna get a discard attack here, but I don't. I probably should have decided to like trash the estate, but I did not. I'm gonna get a lab instead, which will benefit my deck later, but will do pretty much nothing at this time. Yeah, I can't decide what to discard. I guess I'm gonna go and chapel some stuff, which is fine. Yeah, this is a misplay here. I should have totally chapeled those two things. Don't know why I didn't do that. Anyways, I only had a little bit of time, so I really couldn't explain myself there. Anyways, I do go for a merchant, which I do like, because I do want to hit arson sometimes, so I can get laboratories. Oh yeah, also we only have one village here, so, you know, things that you gotta really watch your terminals. Yeah, so they get a lab here. I think I would have got artisan, but obviously I didn't play well under pressure, so it's not like I can really say much. Anyways, I'm gonna get I should get an merchant target. Yeah. Alright, cool. So they draw stuff with their lab, and they're gonna probably trash more, which I think they didn't get a good first trash, so it's probably good they got trash there. Anyways, I'm gonna probably militia them. And yeah, I think I like have 6 there. Yeah, 7. I'll get an arson. That's great. Great. Okay, now they're gonna be driving labs, and they can draw their decks and they've thin enough, so that's good for them. Anyways, they get an arson, realizing the error of their ways. As I say that, as I made a mistake. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So yeah, now they're gonna grab a laboratory. I should grab a laboratory here. I don't know what I do. I grab a merchant. Maybe I'm thinking I'm low on payload. I think that's what I was thinking, but it probably should have been a lab. Whatever. Anyways, they're gonna probably game labs with their arson, so yeah, cool. Now they only have 4, so they're gonna grab merchant, so yeah. Anyways, now we're gonna keep drawing with lab, and we're gonna keep playing these merchants, and yeah. We play lab, top deck that, whatever, you know. 6. What can I get? Maybe gold's fine. Gold. It's a lot of time already. I already have 15 seconds. So yeah, I actually have time. I'm not doing well. They're already fully drawing deck. And I am somehow struggling to consistently do that, so yeah. Now they're gonna get gold. Which maybe should have been my play last turn, but whatever. Anyways, good news is, actually it's not good news, because I should have trusted copper a long time ago. Anyways, I'm gonna get silver here so I can get some provinces here. Anyways, I top deck that lab, and yeah, cool. Now they're drawing. And yeah, they've drawn their deck. Good for them. Anyways, what's gonna happen here? I don't know. Oh, they trash some stuff. Do some final trashing before they get their province, so now we're about even. So yeah, I play these merchants, as you can see. That's a merchant playing right there. I don't know why I did that. That should have clearly been a laboratory. I clearly should have played arson there, but you know what? When things get this reckless, what are you gonna do? Anyways, okay, so they get a lab, and you know, what are you gonna do? They grab a gardens, which I don't agree with, but whatever. Doesn't matter. This should have probably been a second lab, but whatever. I was afraid of losing. I get a duchy instead. I should have got the last lab there. I did not get the last lab, so they're going to get the last lab, and they're going to get in our province. I do have a points lead, and I'm hoping that that's going to be enough. It probably won't be, though. Anyways. So yeah, I play up all my cards, and yeah, I can put a merchant on top and get another province. Hooray for me. So I think. I get a merchant, right? Oh, I don't think I get a merchant. I think I psych myself out and get a seller. Yeah, that's what I do. I do get a seller here, and I do top deck that. Taking a while to think about that. It's sort of like breaking the spirit of recklessness, but whatever, you know. Anyways, I do get a militia tier, which will be bad for me, because I do want to have... I want to discard with that seller. Okay, so now, what's the score? This is pretty bad, because I need to hit province here to win, and I don't. And not hitting province there is going to be enough to put Varric back in the game. So yeah, they draw off all 6 of their labs. One of them I should have had, but you know what? That's what happens when you play recklessly. Anyways, they top deck something. They decide to go for duchies. So this will be some duchy dancing going on right now. Alright, so what I'm doing is I'm drawing my deck. And what do I got? Yeah, I think I got 7, so I realistically should get like a double duchy here probably. I should have probably also top decked the militia, but what? Oh well. Alright, so they're going to play all 6. Well, I think they're going to play all 6 of their labs. They play enough for it not to matter realistically though. So yeah, now Sveric's got double duchy. Now I'm forced to, being behind on greening, I'm going to have to get like a gardens and probably a province. Yeah, so now I'm going to have the gardens now. I can't hit province, and gardens is going to be the next best source of greening. So I hit the green card. Alright, so now they're drawing their deck, and now they discard. Discard attack me, which I think it does hurt more than I would think, because I have to redraw those cards now. So yeah, I'm going to draw 3 here with Seller, which it's not great because those cards weren't great. Anyways, I'm probably going to have to like double gardens here. And at this point I realize I think I lost the game, because if it's going to put down to like, I'm going to put myself down to essentially like, you know, 4 gardens. If they get, basically if they get 2 gardens and I really can't come back. I should have been in the state there, but you know, misplay on my end. That's what happens when you play recklessly, as I say. Anyways, so that's going to leave me with 1 more garden, and what I'm going to have to do... Actually, I would have had to hit my arson, and I would have won, but... Yeah, now I just have to hope they hit 4, which is going to be pretty in vain, because I think you can usually pretty consistently hit 4. Yeah, so that's what happens, and I lose the game, very sadly. Yep, so now I'm going to give the GG, because I want to show that I am not a mean person that gets salty over losing, which I do sometimes, but that's beside the point. Alright. So yeah, now like my next option is thanks for the game, showing that I appreciate my opponent for playing the game with me, because there was only 5 minutes left in this phase of the tournament, which I will explain in the comments because I don't want to explain it right now. So yeah, so now the game is kind of, you just like sort of wait for your comments. You know, we don't have the little text bubble thing that shows that if your opponent's typing, but they do type out. And he says, "Yeah, sorry, that one game was a base only game. It's not their fault that I didn't decide to, you know, update my Dominion subscription, but that's okay." It's not their fault at all. I'm going to say, hello, it's okay. I'm going to reassure them it was fun, which it was fun despite the fact it was still a base-only game. Let's see. What do they say? They say, I played a pretty heavy Engine Kingdom with Mick, and it's a ton of fast clicking and thinking. Yeah, pretty much. I am not the best at fast clicking and thinking. I am pretty good, though, at thinking things out and taking way too long to finally, you know, make my move. So, you know, that is one thing I am good at. Yeah, I'm just trying to, you know, be of the conversation. It really is. I tried a game of Captain. Oh yeah, that Captain Lurker game was pretty brutal because you had to just click a bunch, and that was kind of crazy. Yeah, that's why I say it's lots of clicking in that. This is one of those moments in the game where like you don't know if your other person is typing or not. So I do have a response prepared. If you know I don't really hear a response back from them, you know, it's like one of those things you don't know if they're typing out a really long comment or they're just, you know, waiting for you to end the conversation. But yeah. But that's part of the fun, is doing everything really quickly. Okay, yeah. No, giving them a chance to respond, of course, because, you know, I don't know if they're typing or not. Yeah, playing the social meta can be a little challenging sometimes if you're kind of, you know, socially awkward like I am. But it's okay, though. It's okay. There's probably a metagame guide coming out for that. Not really. Yeah, going the other way, it was fun. Just in case, you know, waiting to see if they do respond. But if they don't respond, I do have this prepared. So that way we can know for certain. We have an option way out if, you know, this go you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. This is reckless commentary. I don't have to explain what I'm thinking about. Either way, it was fun. Yeah, so basically it's a cop out if, you know, if I was wrong in my prediction and they aren't typing a big comment, which I think I'm gonna go with eventually. I'm eventually gonna like dip out of this social scenario because I think they aren't typing. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, they weren't typing out a long message, and if they did, they're probably going to delete it at this point. So yeah, the meta is, oh yeah, nice. Thanks to you too. there we go. So lesson learned. Basically, you know, we did okay in the meta in that social interaction, and yeah, reckless commentary. It's a thing now. Later.